participant from Kabunbon Barangay, Davao City. So how do barangay emphasize social inclusion in a multilingual setting?
Ang mga serbisyo kinahanglan ma-access sa tanan. Bisan pa lanlain ang ilang pinulungan o kahimtang. Mahimo kini pinagi sa paghigayon sa outreach program sa lanlain dapit o barangay. Pagkatapos sa oras sa mga serbisyo aron makommodate ang tanan.
So how do you adapt your communication strategies to effectively engage with residents who speak different language or dialect in your barangay?
Komunikasyon pinagi sa paggamit sa simple nga pulong o sentence, paggamit sa pinulungan mga sabtan sa kadaghanan. Ug kung mahimo, pangayo ug tabang usa-usa ka interpreter. Kung dako ang kalainan sa pinulungan, gamiton usab aron masayon ang visual aid para masabtan sa tanan.
Okay, so what kind of training or support have you received to help you with the language diversity in your barangay?
Komunikasyon sa sensitibo ang pagdata sa mga tao. Mga tabang usab sa maong usab ang workshop o seminar diin makatunan ang pipila sa mga basic na phrases sa mga unang dialekto o sa mga lain-laing barangay.
Okay. So how do you make sure that the health information you share is understandable and accessible to people who speak indigenous language?
Ganito na po ang pinakasipol nga pinulungan ug mangita og mga materialis nga adunay translation sa mga lokal nga dialekto. Kung walay makitaan, mangita og voluntaryo nga makatabang nako sa pag-translate aron mas simple ang impormasyon aron masabtan po sa tanan.
Okay. So in what ways do you use your visual aids, gestures, or other non-verbal methods to communicate when language barrier arise?
Sa mo ang ginagamit na mo ang kasagaran ulagway o t-shirt o mga video aron ipasabot sa mga tao mga impormasyon. Gamiton usab na po mga gestures o impression sa naong aron mas masabtan ug minsay labi na kung adunay language barrier.
Okay. And how do you involve community members in helping you translate important health message?
So mo makiistorya ko sa mga leader sa ilang lalayang komunidad sa mga tao nga makasulti og daghang pinulungan aron mangaya kog tabang sa pag-translate ug tin-aw ang sa importante nga impormasyon. Gamiton usab nako ang community health workers nga makasulti og lain-laing pinulungan.
So how do you work in local leaders or multilingual volunteers to make sure health service more inclusive for everyone in your barangay?
Regular na akong pag-meeting sa mga leader sa komunidad o mga multilingual nga voluntaryo aron nasigutan ang mga paagi sa pagpauswag o pag-access sa mga serbisyo panglawas. Mahimo usab nga mga joint activities aron maabot ang tanang sektor sa komunidad.
So how do you identify and reach out to individuals or families who are linguistically isolated or belong to marginalized language group?
Pinagi sa pag-istorya sa mga leader sa komunidad, mailan na po ang mga pamilya nga naglisod sa komunikasyon. Gamiton na po ang laing-laing pamagi aron maabot sa ila. Sama sa pagduwa sa ilang panimalay, ug mahimo sa community outreach program.
So how do you handle situations when health information is misunderstood or misinformation spreads due to language differences?
Gamito na po ang simple nga pinulungan sentence. Ipasabot na po kini sa pag-usab. O mangita pug lain-lain paagi aron masabtan og impormasyon. Tubangon usab na po ang sayop nga impormasyon pinaagi sa paghatag og tukma nga impormasyon ug pag-edukar sa mga komunidad.
So what are the biggest challenges you face when providing a fair and equal healthcare when you're multilingual setting, and how do you address or overcome these challenges?
Pinakadali ako nga akin ako mabang pagsiguro ang tanang pagsabot ma-access sa impormasyon sa panglawas. Surbaro na po kini paagi sa paggamit sa lain-laing pamagi. Komunikasyon ug papangita og mga paagi aron maabot sa tanang sektor sa komunidad.
And how do you promote cultural sensitivity and respect while also ensuring that your communication is inclusive of all the different languages spoken in your barangay?
Gamito na ko ang exclusive nga pinulungan. Pag-amping nga dili paggamit sa pulong or sentence na makasakit o maka-iubos sa ubang sektor, ubang kultura. Ang akong pumamaw ang pag-abot sa tanang sa komunidad ug paghatag sa isyu nga angay sa ilang panginahanglan o kultura. So, mara to.
Good day, ma'am. I'm Francine Nicole D. De La Peña, a student from St. John Paul College of Davao. I am currently conducting a research study, and this interview is an important part of completing it. Please don't worry, ma'am. Your identity will be kept private, and all your answers will only be used for research purpose. So we can start now, ma'am.
Okay.
So we have a 10 question po. How do you adopt your communication strategies to effectively engage with residents who speak different languages or dialects in your community?
Alright, so first, I observe their level of understanding, and based on my observation, I would identify the tone and voice that would fit to them. I would ask them few simple questions so I'll be able to know and pre-qualify their tone of how they speak.
Okay, thank you po. Next, what kind of training or support have you received to help you handle language diversity in your barangay?
In our job post, we really don't have, or we really are not receiving any training that focuses on communication. But in our experience, we are able to learn by ourselves on how to make our clients understand the information we are conveying.
Okay. Next, how do you make sure that the health information you share is understandable and accessible to people who speak minority or indigenous languages?
I make sure by using terminologies that are familiar to them, in other words, layman's term. Since before our conversation begins, I am trying to identify their level of understanding and their language. With that, I will be able to know how simplified I should make my explanation.
Okay. Next, in what ways do you use visual aids, gestures, or other nonverbal methods to communicate when language barriers arise?
Alright, so inside the Barangay Health Center, we provide printed infographics that would support our explanation. With that, we can expand further through visuals the information we are trying to tell them.
Next, how do you involve community members in helping you translate or interpret important health messages?
In Barangay Malagos, we have created a community chat on Facebook and is using our social media accounts to spread information within the community.
Okay. Next po, how do you work with local leaders or multilingual volunteers to make health services more inclusive for everyone in the community?
Okay, so by communicating properly the agenda, the objective, and the goal of the message we are trying to send the community, by these social media platforms like Facebook group, Facebook chat, and text messages, we make sure that we use a common language to put up the information, as well as common language to disseminate these information.
How do you identify and reach out to individuals or families who are linguistically isolated or belong to marginalized language group?
In the Barangay Health Center, we are assigned to be on field, and we put an effort to visit those isolated households and make sure we have one-on-one communication with them and to those who are available. We make sure that they have understood, based on their level of understanding, the goal, the actions to be taken, and why they should adapt it.
Okay po. Next. How do you handle situation where health information is misunderstood or misinformation spread due to language differences?
Okay, it's been happening lately in the community, but usually we would bring up the official and factual information available and explain further the correct info they should receive. Before ending the conversation, I would make sure that they would repeat according to their understanding.
Okay po, next. What are the biggest challenges you face when providing fair and equal health care in a multilingual setting? And how do you address or overcome those challenges?
Let me think about that. Okay, I think one of the biggest would be putting the same priority to those who has advanced education and to those who are not able to receive proper education. I make sure to prioritize and give a little more effort to those who need more explanation.
Okay. Lastly po, how do you promote cultural sensitivity and respect while also ensuring that your communication is inclusive of all the different languages spoken in your community?
Personally, I make sure that I am learning the basic communication or language that these cultural groups are commonly using in their day-to-day lives.
Okay po, that's all. And thank you so much for your time and effort, ma'am. I really appreciate it.
Unuhon sang BHW pag-emphasize ng social inclusion or why ma-leave out sang lahi-lahi na inistoryahan. So, isip isa ka BHW, pag maka-encounter ng lahi-lahi na lingwahe or inistoryahan, is maging respectful o maging friendly kay naman yang iyan sa professional position. So, maging act professionally and try to approach and learn some multilingual languages so that dili ma-out of words or dili ma-ignorant mag-act na as ignorante ana. So giuno mo pag-adapt ng mga communication strategy para magkasinabot ka mo dali ng mga utaw na lahi-lahi natin yaban. So for me is dili maging once maka-encounter sa communication strategy, so if maka-encounter ng lahi-lahi na tiniyaban or language, so try to understand and try to ask some advice kanya ana ba kay para dili ka maging murag para dili awkward ana. Unan yung training if on ginaapilan para masuportahan yung pag-handle ng lahi-lahi na istorya ng mga tao sa barangay. So in case on training, so ang training is base lang po on how to make contact with different languages. So ang information is connect sa multilingual languages. So if ever by training as BHW mag-iyakaw na mag-usa ka ba na mag-practice or mag-research kan para if ever maka-encounter ka dili ka may dali ka ma-approach, malapitan ka dayon ng consultant or utaw. So uno mo pag sure na masabtan ka dali ng mga utaw ng health ng mga utaw yang mga health information na ginahatag mo. So to make sure na mahatag mo gyud ng masabtan ng mga consultant o mga utaw sa barangay yung information na gihatag mo is try to communicate them kung sang way na why sila mas makasabot, diba? So kung halimbawa magbase sang language. So try to try to give information to them using the kung una niyang language na mas maano sila, mas makasabot sila. May ikaw nila masabtan. Sa una na sitwasyon, magamit ka ng visual aid, sign language, or line pa na paraan para masabtan ka ng mga consultant may sa barangay. So, in this case, magamit ka ng visual aid, sign language, or line pa na mga strategy kung aun kan mo consultant na disabled. Halimbawa, so magamit ka ng sign language if ever bungol ganyan ba. So kung aun kan mo pasyente or consultant na disabled, so magamit ka jud. Di ba? Syempre alam mo gamit ka if makasabot dam or dili mas masabot man siya. So no need. Giyon mo pag-involve sang community members para matabangan ka na ma-translate o para masabtan dali mga information na ginahatan. So in this through communication, because communication is a must, mas madali maghatag na information through communication. And kung una niyang better way na communication, so amo yan yang kan mo i-approach as community member. So at BHW, once isa ka community member, so try to approach and communication lang yun yung kailangan to give information, dili mag through marites.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm from St. John Paul College of Davao. I am here for my interview for our sociolinguistic research titled Social Inclusion Davao Barangay Health Workers in Multilingual Society.
Good morning, ma'am.
So first, ma'am, I have my question here. First, how do barangay health workers emphasize social inclusion in a multilingual setting?
Okay, barangay health workers emphasize social inclusion in multilingual settings by using culturally sensitive communication strategies, collaborating with local leaders and translators, and adapting health information to diverse language needs, ensuring equitable access to healthcare for all community members.
Thank you, ma'am. I have 10 more follow-up questions. So first, how do barangay health workers adapt their communication strategies to cater to residents who speak different languages or dialects?
To effectively language with residents to speak different languages or dialects, I use simple language, visual aids, and gestures. I also work with multilingual volunteers or translator to ensure accurate communication. For example, during health campaign, we use local languages to explain health information, making it more reliable and accessible.
The second, ma'am, what trainings, if any, do BHWs receive to address language diversity and their community?
I received training on cultural sensitivity, language diversity, and effective communication strategies. Our organization also provides regular workshops on language skills and community engagement. Additionally, I work closely with local leaders and volunteers who speak minority languages, ensuring that they reach a broader audience.
Thank you, ma'am. So number 3, how do BHWs ensure that health information is accessible and understandable to speakers of minority or indigenous languages?
To ensure health information is understandable and accessible, I use local languages and dialects. And also, work with community-based translator or interpreters.
Next, in what way do BHWs use visual aid or non-verbal communication to overcome language barriers?
When language barriers arise, I use visual aids like pictures or diagram and gesture and the body language.
Next, how do barangay health workers involve community members in translating or interpreting health messages?
I involve community members in translating or interpreting health messages by working with local leaders and volunteers, and also using community-based translators and conducting community consultation.
Next, what role does collaboration with local readers or multilingual volunteers play in promoting inclusivity in health services?
I work closely with local leaders and multilingual volunteers to identify language needs and preferences, develop inclusive health services.
Next, how do BHWs identify and reach out to linguistically isolated or marginalized individuals or families?
To identify and reach linguistically isolated individuals or family, I conduct community outreach and mapping, work with local leaders, and use multilingual materials and visual aids.
Next, how do BHWs manage misinformation or miscommunication that arises due to the language differences?
When misunderstanding and misinformation arise due to language differences, I clarify information using simple language and visual aids, and engage the local leaders to address the concern.
Next, what challenges do BHWs face when trying to provide equitable healthcare in a multilingual community, and how do they overcome them?
The biggest challenges I faced include cultural and linguistic differences. And to overcome these challenges, I collaborate with local leaders and seek additional training and support.
Thank you. Next, how do barangay health workers promote cultural sensitivity alongside language inclusivity when dealing with diverse ethnic and linguistic groups?
To promote cultural sensitivity and respect while ensuring inclusive communication, I engage the local leaders and community members, use culturally appropriate materials and language, respect local custom and tradition, and prioritize community-based approaches.
Thank you for answering my 10 question, moms. Is there anything else you would like to say about our discussion or topic?
No, wala na po.
Can I see you in the future in case I need further clarification about your responses in this interview?
Yes.
So thank you, ma'am. I sincerely thank you for sharing your time and for your honest response. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
You're welcome po.